Let's look at the solution to this set exam question. Okay, the question here says, given that U, that's the universal set, is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 5, 7. Set B is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. The first thing there says find number 1, A intersection B. All right, let's get this done. So solution there, solution. So for this, we have that solution. In this question here, I have that A is equal to 1, 2, 5, 7. So we have that A is equal to a set of numbers 1, 2, 5, 7. So again, we now have the second one there, B equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have set B as being equal to, what you have there is 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have this. All right. From what we have here, you can see that the first question there says we should find A intersection B. So we have A intersection B. Now, set for an intersection, we take or write out those elements. Okay. For intersection, you write out those elements that they have in common. If I look at A and B, you can see that A has 2 here, and there's also 2 here. And that's literally the only thing they have in common. So in essence, A intersection B is equal to 2, because that's what they have in common. That's the part A. Part B or II there says represent the information on a Venn diagram. So let's call this I. Call this I. We'll call this II. Venn diagram. So let's draw the Venn diagram for this question. Let's get the Venn diagram. How do you get Venn diagram? For your Venn diagram, observe that the first thing here is to observe that we have a set of 2 items. So aside the universal set, I have just a set of 2 items, or A and B. So aside the universal set, this becomes a set for 2 items. And so we'll draw the model of the set for 2 items. To draw the model, what it looks like. So for 2 items, we know that the set looks like this. So we have U here, U, the universal set. And for a 2-set question, you'd have this one here, your first circle, and then you have this one here, your second circle. We'll call this set A, and we'll call this set B. Right, the first thing to note here is that their intersection is actually 2. That means the middle part where both of them meet, that's this part here, which is the intersection, becomes 2, because that's what they have in common. So you have 2. Next up, the next thing to note here is that if you look at this, observe that A has other things such as 1, 5, and 7. 1, 5, and 7 is exclusive to just A. So aside 2, A still has 1, 5, and 7. That means I'll come to A here, I'll write 1, I'll write 5, I'll write 7, because they are exclusive to A. For B, coming to B too, we can see that aside these 2 here, B still has 4, 6, and 8. So we have that 4, 6, and 8 are exclusive to B. So under B here, I'll still write 4, 6, and 8. Now, if I look at this here, you can see that if I look at this, you observe that the universal set consists of numbers from 1 to 9. So in essence, if I come here, the universal set has number from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This constitutes the numbers in the universal set, or the elements in the universal set. So far, I have 1 already. So I'll check this out already. So 1 is gone. If you also look at the diagram, right, so 1 is gone. I can also cancel 2 because 2 is here. So you can see, I can see 3 here. 3 cannot be found in this diagram so far. So you write 3. But since 3 is not part of A and B, you can write 3 outside it. So you can put 3 here. Okay. 4 is already here, so I won't stress. 5, this one here is already here, so I won't stress. 6 is already here, so I won't stress. 7 is already here, so I won't stress. 8 is already here, so I won't stress. Then finally 9. 9 is not in this A and B. 9 is not in this A and B. Alright, so what that means is that I'll take off 9. So you write 9 there. So basically, this is the Venn diagram for the question. Okay. Now note that these 3 can still be written here, and notice that the 3 can still be written here and it's still correct. Okay. You can still write the 3 here. The same thing happens with 9. Okay, so I can still take 9 out of here and still write it either at this position or this position or this position. But you can't write it 3 times. Just write it once, okay? And it should be here. All right, so I have this. So basically, this is my Venn diagram. The next thing there, I show that A intersection B. Okay, so let's take I. So I show that A intersection B. Okay, what again there? They mentioned A intersection B. They mentioned A slash B and B slash A. They have A, let me write this as A. They mentioned A slash B and they mentioned B slash A. They said it should show that these are mutually they're disjoint. Right? They are mutually disjoint. Okay. First things first, when we say they are disjoint, what does it mean? If they are disjoint, what it simply means is that they have no intersection or no elements in common. Right? No elements in common. So please take note of this. Right? When they are disjoint, it means they have no elements in common. First things first, A intersection B. We already got this A intersection B. We got the value. Let's see this. Let's check this. A intersection B, the value is 2. So I have this as 2. Let's get it done. So A intersection B is 2. Okay. Next up, let's get A slash B. What does A slash B mean? That becomes a question. Now note that A slash B is the same thing as me saying A minus B. It's the same thing. And what A minus B means is that I look for those elements in A that are not in B. All right. So look for the elements in A that are not in B. So come to this question here. If I look at the elements in A, I have 1, 2, 5, 7. If I look at the elements in B, I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So if I do A minus B, simply means those elements that I have in A that are not in B. For instance, I have 1 in A, 1 is not in B. So I'll have 1. I have 2 in A, 2 is in B. So I won't write that. I have 5 in A, 5 is not in B. So I'll take down 5. Right, we take down 5. Okay. I have 7 in A, 7 is not in B. I have 7. So A minus B becomes 1, 5, 7. Okay. So A minus B, I have 1, 5, 7. That's this. Okay. Let's now get B minus A or B slash A. B slash A simply means B minus A. And what does B minus A mean? B minus A simply means those elements in B, not in A. What elements do I have in B that are not in A? I have 2 in B, 2 is in A. So I won't take that one there. I won't take it down. Okay. I have 4 in B, 4 is not in A. So I'll take down 4. I have 6 in B, 6 is not in A. I'll take down 6. I have 8 in B, 8 is not in A. So I have 8 there. All right, so I have 4, 6, and 8. All right, so these are the elements in B, not in 8. So 4, 6, and 8. So this becomes, I have this as 4, 6, and 8. So I have this. All right, so these are the elements in B, not in A. So how do you prove they are disjoint? To prove that they are disjoint, observe that we said for them to be disjoint, then they must have no elements in common, please. All right, very important concept here. They must have no elements in common. And for us to prove this, if you look at this, A intersection B has 2, A slash B has 157, B slash A has 468. So you can see that there is nothing in common between 2, 157, 468. But how do you say this in mathematical statement? What do you say? You say since A intersection B, this one here, then intersection, that's what they have in common between A slash B, and also intersection, what they have in common between B slash A is equal to nothing. Nothing is written as phi. We have phi. This is called an empty set. We call it phi, or you can represent an empty set as this. Okay. So since their intersection, that's A slash A intersection B, intersection A slash B, intersection B slash A is equal to phi. That's nothing. Then we have that it is they are mutually disjoint. Okay. All right, guys. So this is how you solve this question. Okay. All right. So please take note that I've already prepared classes on set theorem from the very beginning or the very scratch. So if you missed out on our class on set theorem from the very scratch, you can check the video description. So I'll leave a link in the video description that explains the concept of set theorem from the very scratch. You can also get our courses from our website. Visit www.jonahemmanuel.com/courses and you see the different courses for undergraduates as well as the JAM/WIAC classes. You can also check out our book section to see any of the available books. All right, guys. So as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button. All right, so hit the like button, like this video, leave a comment. In the comment, tell us if you enjoyed this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if it's your first time, or if you're yet to subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload a new content. And finally, share this video to your friends so that they can also learn. Thank you and see you in our next class.